So you're starting a new business. It's exciting, right? But let's be real for a second. The money side of things can feel, well, a little overwhelming. If you're looking at a bunch of numbers and feeling lost, you are absolutely not alone. We're going to clear all that up and give you the essential tools to get a real handle on your finances. Right now, you're probably pouring all your passion into your idea, but your bank account, it might be a total mix of personal coffees and business supplies. It's a super common problem, but it's one we are about to solve. And we're not going to waste your time. We are going to build your financial foundation right here in about 5 minutes. No confusing jargon, just what you need to know. Let's do this. Okay, first things first. Before you track anything, before you make any plans, there is one single step that you have to take. It's non-negotiable. You need to open a separate bank account for your business. Seriously, I can't stress this enough. This isn't just about being organized. It's about instantly getting a clear picture of what your business is actually making and spending. And believe me, when you need to talk to a bank or an accountant, having everything separate makes life 1,000 times easier. All right, now that your money isn't all mixed up, we can look at the most critical thing in your business, the actual flow of money. We're talking about cash flow, or as it's called in Hebrew, tazrim mazmanim. It really is that simple. Money comes in from your customers and money goes out for things like rent, supplies, you name it. This is the real-time financial pulse of your company. In this saying, it's not just some business school cliche, it is the absolute truth. A business can look great on paper, seem really profitable, but it can still go under if it runs out of actual cash to pay its bills. You have to watch this constantly. And you don't need some super expensive software for this. A simple spreadsheet, just like this one, is an incredibly powerful tool. By just mapping out your money in and money out week by week, you can spot trouble before it hits. This is how you stay in control. Okay, so as you start managing your new business account, you're going to run into some specific banking terms. Let's just quickly decode the big ones so you know exactly what's going on. First up, your overdraft limit. The easiest way to think about this is like a small, pre-approved loan from the bank. It's a safety net. It lets you spend a little more than you have in your account at that moment. It can be a real lifesaver, but just remember, it's not free money. It usually comes with fees and interest. Next, we have checks. And yes, people still use them, especially in business. It's simply a formal written instruction telling your bank to pay someone a specific amount from your account. Pretty straightforward. Now, this one is so important for your cash flow. You might get a check from a client, but it's dated for a month from now. That's a post-dated payment. It's a promise of money, but it is not cash in your pocket today. This is a classic trap for new businesses. Don't start spending money that hasn't actually landed in your account yet. All right, this next idea might be the single most important financial lesson you can learn as a new founder. It's all about the difference between the money that comes in the door and the money you actually get to keep. So let's talk gross profit versus net profit. Gross profit is your revenue minus the direct costs of what you sold. So if you sell a t-shirt for $20 and the shirt itself cost you $8, your gross profit is $12. But that's not the end of the story. Net profit is what's left after you pay for everything else. Your rent, your marketing, your salary, and of course, your taxes. That is the real number. And this is a great way to picture it. You start with that big circle of revenue, but then, whoop, a slice gets taken out for your costs. Then another big slice gets taken out for taxes. And that smaller piece that's left over, that's your net profit. Look, getting a lot of revenue is exciting. It feels great. But your net profit is what actually tells you if your business is healthy. It's the number that shows if you're really winning the game. And speaking of that tax slice, you got to plan for it. Things like bi-monthly VAT and income tax advances are mandatory. Here's a pro tip. When revenue comes in, just pretend that tax portion was never yours to begin with. Set it aside immediately. Okay, we've moved fast and covered some really important ground. So let's just boil it all down to what you need to do next. This is how you get from feeling that financial chaos to feeling totally in control. Here it is, your 4-step action plan. 1. Separate your accounts. 2. Forecast your cash flow. 3. Understand the key terms. And 4. Budget for your taxes. If you can turn these 4 things into habits, you will build an incredibly strong financial foundation for your business. So there you have it. You've now got the basic tools to really manage your business's finances. And with that kind of clarity and control, you can focus on what you really love to do, building your business. So Now that you've got this down, what's the next big financial goal you're aiming for?